And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly fantastic day today. Welcome back to Fanboy Fridays. Fanboys, you should probably click off if you don't want your feelings hurt. We hope your day is going terrible as always. And you see the title of the video. More and more people are dropping LeBron James from their top 5. And the latest couple of people that I'm going to talk about today is the Dreamerspro. Shout out to the Dreamerspro and BTM, the Basketball Time Machine. But before we get into it, let me say this. So to me, what makes greatness? To me, greatness, especially if you're talking about players in that top 5, top 10 range, to me, it's 3 attributes that really define how great you are going to be. And that is your skill, your will, and your leadership. Those 3 things, to me, the combination of those 3 things, how much you have of those 3 attributes, to me, is going to determine your greatness. And to me, Michael Jordan is number 1 because he has the greatest combination of those 3 attributes: skill, will, and leadership. A lot of players are very skillful, but they don't have the will or the leadership. Some players have the will and the skill, but they don't have the leadership. To me, it takes all 3 of those things to maximize how great you could possibly be. And another thing, when I first started this channel, one of the first videos I did was why LeBron James is not top 5 for me. I can't even remember all of the things that I listed, but we'll talk about that a bit later. But I also remember saying that, hey, when LeBron James retires, the walls are going to come crashing down on this 4 and 6 kingdom he's built. Because you can't sustain a legacy built on lies. And I feel like fanboys, I know it hurts to see, but this is what we have been seeing more and more of lately. Is more and more people waking up to the fact that LeBron James is overrated. That LeBron James has been sold to people. And LeBron James has been marketed to people in a way to make people believe that he is more than what he is. But people are starting to wake up. So on that note, let's get to the first person. Well, I actually saw Basketball Time Machine first. But I'm going to get into Dreamerspro first. Again, shout out to Dreamerspro. I always say him and 2 Raw for TV are probably the 2 people who made me want to go ahead and do this YouTube thing. So Dreamerspro. And this is no knock to anybody who has LeBron James, to any other content creators who has LeBron James in their top 5. I have simply said that I do not understand how you can have LeBron James in your top 5. But, there are some other channels who are critical of LeBron James that still have him in the top 5. Now, I don't understand it. Again, I don't understand how LeBron James builds his legacy that you could possibly have him in your top 5. But I see some people are starting to come around. Dreamerspro being the latest one. Now, Dreamerspro said that, and I'm paraphrasing what he said, but I believe on this last video where he said LeBron James is out of his top 5 forever. I know it hurts, fanboys. He said LeBron James is out of his top 5 forever because of how this whole Bronny situation is playing out. And again, I'm paraphrasing, so don't quote me exactly on this, but I believe he said he saw an article from ESPN where ESPN was basically saying that the plan for Bronny James is to like let him play the first couple of weeks or something in a Lakers uniform before sending him to the G League. Now they're going to let him play the first couple of weeks as a Laker simply so that they can fulfill this ridiculous dream of LeBron James to play with his son. Let me say that one more time. They're going to allow him to play simply so that they can fulfill this absolutely ridiculous dream of LeBron James. And when I say ridiculous dream, it's not a ridiculous that he would want to play with his son. It's ridiculous the circumstances in which they're using to make it happen. And that is basically saying, hey, I know you're not ready, but we're just going to put you out here and let LeBron James finish destroying the rest of our franchise because we've already pretty much let him destroy it anyway. So, yeah. So they're going to do that simply to fulfill this ridiculous dream of LeBron James and then send him to the G League. And for Dreamerspro, he said that was kind of the last draw. You know, it's LeBron using Bronny to, again, to me, is to just try to add to his legacy. Again, to have another talking point to gather some more praise for himself. And I get it. You know, that was the breaking point for Dreamerspro. So shout out to Dreamerspro. I'm glad he has stepped all the way into the light with LeBron James. And then next up, I want to talk about Basketball Time Machine. Basketball Time Machine. Now, he did this video probably about a month ago. And basically, he had 4 reasons of why he was leaving, why LeBron James was no longer in his top 5. He admittedly that he had LeBron James top 2 at one point. And here we go. So reason number 1, and shout out to Angry Old Hoops. Shout out to Angry Old Hoops because the videos that he does, to me, I don't know how you can watch the videos he does and possibly leave LeBron James in your top 5. And I guess this is what happened to Basketball Time Machine because he actually plays a clip from Angry Old Hoops to demonstrate the first reason that he's going to talk about. He said not getting back on defense as he plays a clip from Angry Old Hoops. Not getting back on defense. Number 1, he says that is a sign of poor character. And I'm paraphrasing, but he said that is a sign of poor character and it is leaving your teammates hanging. It is leaving your teammates hanging when you don't get back on defense. And not to mention, to me, it's really disrespectful to your teammates to not get back on defense. Like I said, to me, him not getting back on defense, to me, you can add that to another reason why LeBron James isn't a good teammate, and you can add that to another reason why LeBron James doesn't make his teammates better. You know, if you are not bothering to get back on defense, you basically saying F you to your teammates. Y'all deal with that, and I'm gonna stay down here and deal with the glorious part of basketball. That is, you know, resting so I can get another another meaningless basket during garbage time, or I can get another assist that you worked for. Again, I've said this before. To me, when they say LeBron James is a great playmaker, that is false. Michael Jordan was a much better playmaker than LeBron James could ever be. Magic Johnson is a much better playmaker than LeBron James could ever be. Like I said, a lot of LeBron James assist is him standing around waiting for you to do the work to get open. Magic Johnson created by attacking the defense and hitting the open people. Michael Jordan created, and even though Magic Johnson wasn't the same kind of scorer that Michael Jordan was, Magic Johnson still attacked the defense. Like, he played a very attacking style of basketball, and he attacked the defense and he hit people, you know, while he was driving to the basket. And, you know, and Michael Jordan is the same thing. And Michael Jordan, because he was such a great scorer, a lot of his assists he would get, the player was literally completely wide open. Why is that? Because Michael Jordan had 2 or 3 people on him. And then he would find the open man. So his assists were literally to people who had a perfect look at the basket. Much better playmaker than LeBron James has ever been. But yeah. So LeBron James not getting back on defense. That's the first reason Basketball Time is seen mentioned. The second thing he talked about is him complaining all of the time. This is a poor character trait, especially for somebody who's supposed to be the leader. For somebody who's supposed to be leading anything, you're complaining all the time. You're supposed to be the one to stop people from complaining. He'll say, hey, look, we got a job to do and we got to get this job done no matter what the circumstances. We don't have time to complain. We got to put in the work. But no, the so-called leader is complaining all the time. LeBron James, that's what he does. Fanboys, that's what you guys do. That's why I said, you guys, the fact that you gravitate towards LeBron James means that you have a lot of the same character traits that he does. And you guys are in my comments complaining all of the time, despite knowing exactly what's gonna be in my videos. You know you're not gonna like my videos. You won't find me on LeBron James fan channels. You cannot find one comment from me on any LeBron James fan channel. I would not waste my time like that. But you guys love to complain, which is why you're in my comments all the time. But yeah, so that was his second reason. His third reason, traveling. And you can add carrying to that. Traveling and carrying. And his point was this. He says, how can someone who struggles with the fundamentals of basketball be the GOAT? How can someone who doesn't follow the rule books be the GOAT? Again, struggle with fundamentals, aka doesn't have the fundamentals. Like most of the players, like a lot of the players today, but LeBron James kind of ushered in all that. And I totally agree with that. How can someone who's supposed to be in the GOAT conversation and you don't really have the fundamentals down? Like there's so many clips of you traveling and carrying egregiously. Another shout out to Angry Old Hoops who has all of these types of videos for the world to go see. Don't believe me? Just go to Angry Old Hoops channel and find the videos. It's right there. So yeah, again, totally agree. And the fourth reason he gave was the excuses. And he actually played the clip of Kobe Bryant after, what was it? Is the 2000, I just talked about this the other day, the 2003 finals. I think it was the 2003 finals. When they had a chance to four-peat and they couldn't get it done. Again, LeBron James fanboys, your king would know nothing about having a chance to four-peat because he's never even three-peated. Not even with the Miami super team that at one point had 3 other first option players in Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, and Ray Allen. Couldn't even three-peat with that team. After getting up there talking about 8 championships. Man, fanboys, you guys make poor life choices. That is really ridiculous. That you even, trying to justify this guy's career. I mean, I think you guys know that inside, but you just committed to it and, Anyway. Yeah, the excuses. So he plays that clip from Kobe, and basically Kobe is saying, the guy asked him how he's going to prepare. First of all, the guy talks about, why you lost, and Kobe said, we could have millions of excuses, but the fact is we aren't going to use any. Like, we just didn't get it done. That's what it is. We didn't get it done, and the guy asked him about, how he's going to prepare to make sure that this doesn't happen next season. And Kobe says, I'm going to work myself to exhaustion. I'm going to work myself to exhaustion. He didn't even say as a team, because he's holding himself accountable. Because again, people like Kobe and Jordan actually believe that they can get it done themselves if need be. Like, they start with themselves first. Like, I need to be able to do everything on the court. Play defense, shoot, rebound, assist. I need to be able to do it all. Because if I have to do it all myself, I'll die trying. That's the mentality of Kobe and Jordan. Then he plays the clip of LeBron saying, well, we hadn't been healthy all year, so nobody even knows what we're capable of as a team yet. Blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. Fill in the excuse. When it comes to LeBron James, just fill in the excuse. He could have sat there and said, oh, well, my foot injury came back. Oh, well, nobody knows this, but I was playing with a broken hand the whole time. I mean, just fill in the excuses with this guy. I don't know what's going on with Replay Center. Yeah, it was a foul on D-Lo that they didn't call during the first 5 minutes of the game that really just affected the rest of the game. I really don't get it. Well, they counted 5 of my 3-pointers as 2-pointers. They said my foot was on the line, and that cost us a series. Well, the problem is we're playing with minimum guys. Oh man. This is fanboys. You guys are hilarious. I appreciate you though. I really do appreciate you, because you provide entertainment for us all. I mean, I really hope that for all rational basketball fans, you guys provide some serious entertainment. We love it. But anyway, so yeah, the excuses is reason number 4 that the basketball time machine provided for why he no longer has LeBron James in his top 5. Now, when I initially did my video, I actually don't remember all of the reasons that I listed, but I do know flopping for me is reason enough. Just flopping by itself is reason enough to not have LeBron James in your top 5. And we've said why. Because flopping is both lying and cheating. Flopping is both lying and cheating. It's cheating the game, and it's lying to the fans and the referee to try to convince them. And I can't remember which. There's a particular, I think he was still in Miami when this particular flop where he gets the call and then he turns and winks at the camera. To me, that's like the most despicable thing possible. I mean, again, but we see that lying is not only part of LeBron James, but by extension, it is also part of Clutch Sports. All the lies that's getting thrown around about Bronny James now. Another reason why he wasn't in my top 5 is quitting. There's been so many instances of LeBron James quitting that is really, I don't know if we could count them all, but the one that I said for me that made him unredeemable, and it was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back for me, because before 2018, I think it was 2018 where the J.R. Smith blunder happened. Before that, I had already thought LeBron James was highly overrated. I thought the guy was highly overrated. But the 2018 JR blunder, when that happened, the way LeBron James conducted himself after that really was disgusting to me. Like, it was literally disgusting to me. And it really showed that, hey, this guy, not only is he not a leader by any stretch of the imagination, but he is not confident in himself. He doesn't. There's no way he could think he's the GOAT when your teammate makes a mistake, but you're going into overtime and you are already conducting yourself as if the game was over. You are acting like he just lost you the game. So that tells me you can't think you're the GOAT, because Michael Jordan, as long as there's time left on the clock and you're talking about a tie score, you're going into overtime? Michael Jordan would never. Would never. I mean, it's a long list of players who would never. Kobe Bryant would never. Larry Bird would never. Magic Johnson would never. Tim Duncan would never. Wilt Chamberlain would never. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar would never. Allen Iverson would never. Grant Hill would never. I mean, yeah, that one for right there for me, that just made me lose all respect for LeBron completely. 100%, never to be regained. But anyway, we're gonna hold up here. I could keep going on and on and on and on and on and on, but like I said, the fact is LeBron James is the type of player that I really think he's hurting his legacy by continuing to play. I believe this move with Bronny James is going to backfire on him. It's already backfiring on him just due to the fact, like I said, more and more people are starting to drop him out of the top 5. And, and LeBron James is the kind of player, if you're being honest and you care, again, if you care about the integrity of the game, if you have any kind of integrity about basketball, there is no way you can have LeBron James in your top 5. And I'm starting to feel like there's really no way you can have him in the top 10. He's not in my top 10 anymore. But yeah, there's no way you can look at how this guy's career has went. Again, just talking about the fact that whatever excuses he wants to make, you also have to couple that with the fact that he made a lot of these choices. He picked the teams he went to. He picked coaches. He's maneuvered the scene. So to still not only have a losing record in the final, but to still be making excuses about your career and letting these narratives go on. The whole Russell Westbrook situation when he was in LA, letting the media scapegoat him like that. I guarantee you, if there was a teammate of Michael Jordan's, he would have shut that talk down. He would have shut that talk down. But it was cool for LeBron James because, hey, as long as Russell Westbrook is taking all the criticism, I don't have to take any. Even though I lead the league in turnovers. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I could go. But anyway, we gonna hold up here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think of the fact that Dreamerspro has now removed LeBron James from his top 5? What, for those of you who follow Basketball Time Machine, which is all about the old school basketball, what do you think that he has removed LeBron James from his top 5? What do you think is going to be the ramifications of LeBron James playing so long? Of LeBron James hiring his son? Like I said, I think this is going to backfire in a lot of ways. I think it has already started to backfire because for the last week or two, we've seen nothing but criticism about this move. We've seen, of course, there's a lot of people in mainstream media finding every single kind of way they can to defend it, Chris Broussard. But in general, I feel like most people are very critical of this move. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. You all have a truly, truly fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. All right.